Hey, hi friend. In the last video, we had discussed about the cloud characteristics. Now we will talk about the modules, cloud computing service modules. I think I told you like there are the three service modules are there. Software as a services, platform as a service, infrastructure as a services. So let's first start about infrastructure as a services. It's a LAS we called and the short name. Infrastructure services, why it's called LAS? It delivers computer infrastructure, typically a platform virtualization environment as a services. Why the infrastructure, everything is made by the service provider, not by us. As I told you earlier, so we just access the internet and we will use our application. We are not supposed to purchase hardware like server and OS application, everything. We should not do it. The infrastructure should be ready by it's made by the service vendor. Okay. So delivers computer infrastructure, typically a platform virtualized environment as a services. Second, cloud provides build data center, managing power, scale, hardware, network, storage, distributed system, etc. So cloud provider, he will manage everything. He will manage the hardware, he will manage the data center, he will manage the storage, he will manage everything. Okay. And rather than purchasing the server, because as he's managing everything, we should not purchase anything, right? Server, software, data center, space, network, equipment, nothing we need to purchase. So client, instead buying those resources as a fully outsourced services, because it's outsourced. You are not create own source, right? You just the service they providing, you are just using the application, right? That's it. There is no headache, there is no complexity for this. So, for example, like Amazon Web Services, Rake Hosting, Rackspace Hosting, VMware Citrix. These are the service provider. They provide the services, infrastructure. They are ready, and you just use you just purchase the services only, not the hardware. Okay, so this is what called the infrastructure as a service. It's a LAS. Sorry, as. And the second, it's a platform as a service. It's PaaS and provide developers necessary tool, create, test, host, and maintain the application. This is used for only the testing environment, because sometimes the developer needs tools for the testing environment. So these some services providers are there, will provide the testing, and they can use the necessary tools or create an VMs or something. They will create application or testing, do it. Okay. And cloud provides offer an internet based platform to developer who create the services but don't want to build their own cloud, because definitely they cannot build their cloud, right? They just create their VMs, they will deploy the application, everything on the cloud platform, but they should not create their own cloud. They will only use these services from the through the internet. That's what it's called, internet based platform. And the provider is giving these things, but uh, end user won't be couldn't be create their own cloud. So for example, it's a Windows, Azure is giving Google app, you can develop their app in Google app. Okay. So this is the PaaS. And SaaS, software is a services, because some software you need to use, right? It is not located in your drive, it should be located in somewhere else. You from the web browser, you should be accessed through the internet, right? Any application hosted on the remote server that can be accessed over the internet, considered as a SaaS. That's what we call as SaaS, because a software is a service. Whatever software you want, you will get the services, right? Over the internet you can access it. So like I can take an example, Gmail. Suppose you take an Gmail. When you open the Gmail, you accessing Gmail through internet. Without internet you cannot access, right? And that data is stored in somewhere else, right? In the remote server, remote computer. It is not stored in the local. That's what Windows, Azure, Gmail, Google app, Office like features, and Salesforce CRM, these are things are there. Okay. So here you can understand, this is the table I have kept here. So it is like it is easy to better understand how these modules work actually. See, in the earlier stage, if you have own data center you manage everything, like whatever the application you need to manage, data, everything, data security, everything, runtime, middleware, OS, virtualization, server, storage, network, everything is managed by you. But let's talk about the infrastructure service. If you infrastructure service, if you're using the cloud, then what you will manage? You will manage only the application, right? Definitely you application you should manage what needs to do you do, right? In your application, open the application word, you need to type something, save, that's it, application. And data also you will store, right? And runtime, middleware, OS, that you will take care, right? In infrastructure, if you take an infrastructure services, that OS, everything you will install, right? But virtualization part, server, they will provide storage, also they will provide networking, also they will provide, and they manage all these things also, you no need to worry about it. These things they will provide, but you need to manage it. So that's what infrastructure is, a services. Let's talk about the platform. In the platform services, you need to manage only application and data, and apart from these two things you need to manage nothing. Everything is managed by the service provider. Okay, let's talk about the software. In software like Gmail, take on Gmail, you just access the Gmail. Nothing, you are no nothing doing, right? You will get the Gmail anytime, everywhere, anywhere you are get, right? So that's thing, all these things is managed by service provider only, right? Take an example, Gmail, Hotmail, Yahoo Mail, everything, right? So everything is managed by service provider. Nothing, you just access the Gmail, access the Hotmail, access the Yahoo Mail. That's it. That's what is the high cost or more control. In the earlier stage, you need to provide the high cost and you have to be the control. It's very complexity. But here, low cost, high agility. It means you like, think about it. It's a low cost, no complexity, no difficulties. It's a high agility also. That's what every organization is moving to the cloud. So thanks for watching this thing. The module of cloud computing. So next part we will talk about like deployment module in the cloud computing. But I'm requesting you, or like please subscribe my channel. Without subscribing, my channel cannot be grow. I need your like, comments, everything on my channel. So thank you, thanks for watching. And here in the last, I can say that do you you can use, these are the service provider uh, in the cloud base. So everyone know that, right? These services, most of the people know that because now this world, whenever the baby borns, he or she must be use the internet, right? So everyone knows it, so no worry about it. So these are the service provider we are using as cloud. Okay, so thanks for watching, we will see you on the next video.